But then so my parents grew up, they had to learn English too, and so like I'll put it this way, I think if my parents were to move to America, they would survive. They'd be able to read the signs, go to a store and do everything, order food, but then you can tell that they're not fluent, but they could understand most of it if you speak slowly to them. And so growing up, I think I learned I learned English since kindergarten, like simple words. And I think at home, my parents were able to help me like with my English homework. It wasn't like they don't speak the language and I just have to learn it at school. And I think now, because I have been into international school and I have been in America for like 5 years now, if I go back home, and my sister is in the same boat. She went to U of M, and so I think when we go home, I can't speak a sentence without English involved. Like to my parents, it's a combination of Cantonese and English. Like it's just so weird. Like I'll have friends that I know their English isn't that great, and then I'll have to think about it. How do I say a full sentence in Cantonese? And I have to think of words. Like how do because I haven't spoken that language for so long, like on a daily basis, some words just don't come anymore. So it's interesting, it's at the same time I think it's a great combination. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a friend of mine in high school was learning Mandarin, and he spent a year right outside of Hong Kong, I think. And so he said going between Mandarin and English, he kept getting confused and would forget English words. So, what's one of your favorite foods?
Foods.
Sorry, I just had a moment.
I can't really pinpoint my favorites. I really like, or I can tell you a style of food. I think I really enjoy a hot meal. Like I think that's what a meal is. Like I'm a very traditional, I guess, Chinese or Asian person when it comes to meals. Like I want a bowl of rice, and I want veggies and meat, and even better if you have soup for me. And everything is hot. It's like right off the kitchen. So when I come to America, I think when people eat salad, it's just so weird. Or they eat PB&J for lunch and chips. I'm like, that's not a full meal. I think I've learned to adapt to it over the years as I have to go to like trips, camps, or people have packed lunches. Fine, I'll eat it. But I think to the core, I'm like a full meal is served and then it's hot off the kitchen, and it's just it's not just you sit around and just take a quick bite. It's like you actually sit and you eat. You dedicate time to actually do the eating process, and I think that really makes my day. Like eating, it's like the meal time. It's like the time I don't do anything else except enjoy the food and do whatever is relaxing. Whether it's watching a movie, reading a book, spending time with people. Like I guess I really dislike having to eat and do work. Whether it's homework, meetings, projects, respond to emails, on a phone call. No. If I have the chance, I would definitely dedicate lunch is lunch, dinner is dinner. Don't distract me from anything else.
Have you been able to find any good Asian or anything that reminds you of home?
That was interesting.
There's 2 restaurants in Farmington Hills, or South Bloomfield, I forgot where, but then I think they're pretty authentic. Like they're Cantonese or Hong Kong style food. But I think I have learned to enjoy Americanized Chinese food. I don't think it's like bad. Like I think I agree it's different, but I think that it's actually delicious. Like a lot of my friends are like, I can't do that, but then I'm like, it's just a different style of Chinese food, I guess. But then I fully enjoy it. Like, it's great.
Have you been any other states in the U.S. or have you stayed around here?
I've been to Chicago, I guess that's Illinois, and then I went on a road trip my freshman year, so we went from Ann Arbor all the way to Washington D.C. And I guess we passed through like Pennsylvania, Ohio. I think that's it. I don't know the map pretty well. But then when I was a little kid, I went to New York too when I was really, really young. So I think that's when I fly home, the new route that I take now is always through Texas. That is Fort Worth. So yeah, I guess I went to Texas. Yeah.
Okay. How many times have you been home since you've moved here?
Let's see. I went home my freshman summer, and then I went again with Concordia on a teaching trip my sophomore year, no, my junior summer. So that's 2 times, and then I went home twice for my senior year for 2 funerals. So I guess it's 4 times now.
Okay. What's one of your favorite things to do
Like
in your free time?
in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
I think. I guess really people, spending time with people.
Okay.
I think like if it's just me, I can totally survive. You provide me with internet, electricity. I can just spend all day in front of a computer, doing things on it, like reading articles, playing games. I think Ann Arbor is it's a city where it's so easy to connect with other people, especially you're all clustered, like living wise. You're like within a 20-minute driving distance. A lot of times just walking distance to your friend's apartment or something. And I think spending time with people has become like a big part of me. Like I think I can really tell when it's a big crowd, but it's like 5, 6 people and you just hang around. I don't think there's a set of thing like I enjoy doing. As long as with people that I enjoy, I think that's really enjoyable. That makes all the difference.
Okay. What is one of your favorite things about the U.S.?
Favorite things about the U.S. Creativity, I think it's a big one. I think people here are encouraged to be different, be yourself, think out of the box. And I think even just having friends who have their own business, I guess, or they're starting their own business, I really saw how the government really supports entrepreneurship. Like, do own things, start small businesses. I think back home, those ideas were never encouraged. I think my parents are changing slowly as I came to college, and they recognize that, I'm not a traditional student. I don't do well in that sense, but I do really well in like multimedia work, and that's where my passion lies. And I think America really gives you that freedom, and in a sense, you can say it's more liberal, and so all kinds of different ideas are welcome here. And I think that's one great thing I like about America.
Okay. When you first came here for school, did you bring anything with you from home that reminded you of home?
I bought bed sheets that reminded me of home, I guess. I mean, well, I guess when I came, I'm the type of person that doesn't really plan. Like, I'm really spontaneous. So I remember I was packing the night before to come to America for college. I mean, even if you're a local domestic student, that's probably a bad idea. But then I was doing it, and I'm like going on this 15-hour flight, come here, and then. And I remember I was just packing, and then my parents came along to send me off. And so, but I realized after my freshman year, I just brought too many things over. Like clothes, bed sheets, I brought my own TV from home. Now looking back, why did I do that? I should just buy one here. And so it was just but I bought a lot of things, daily necessity that were from home. I don't know if they remind me of home or whatnot, but I think apart from the bed sheets, everything else was kind of like disposable, so they're all gone now.
Okay. Do you have any favorite American TV shows or movies?
Ooh. I can't find a favorite one, but I think Friends is really good.